Yes, I have made it out of LA and I can breathe again. I'm in Sedona, Arizona, and what's so great are the past few days, the clouds. That's Cathedral Rock, by the way, and the clouds look like I remember them. Puffy white pieces of cotton candy in the sky, not candy cane stripes. Hashtag chemtrails. I'm gonna sit over by the river and I'm going to speak for a little bit. It's been a while since I checked in. I think I was on the road singing a song dedicated to the job I did not get. And I have to say, it felt really good to, I'm gonna give you guys a visual here. It felt really good to look at things in life like when they don't turn out. It's not a sign of anything other than when you're getting across the stream, when you have to go across the stream, you try to step on that rock, right? And then it's slippery. So you realize that's not going to be a good rock to get across the stream. So then you try to step on that rock. And that rock holds you in place, and then so you're on that rock until you get to the next one. Then you get to the next one, and then you get to the next one. But if you're on a rock, because you think that rock looks like the right one, right? To get across the stream, you're like, that one looks like the perfect rock. And then once you get close to it, you step on it and you go, that wasn't at all perfect. In fact, I would have slid on my ass and probably broken something. But you don't judge it. You don't go, why wasn't it that rock? Why couldn't it have been that rock to get me across to the other side? I'm using that as a metaphor because the way I have been feeling lately is that I've had so much, let's just say, not rejection in LA, but I've had so many things that I thought were going to happen that didn't. And then I had a bunch of things that, I love this thing. I had a bunch of things that I didn't know were going to happen that happens. And you have to realize that at some point you might be in the car, but you're not driving. And we all live under the illusion that we are in control of any of it. The only thing that we're in control is our perception of it. And I know that when I stay in a higher vibration, and by higher I don't mean there's like up and down. I mean the vibration that is of a frequency that keeps me in the area of excitement rather than fear, because fear and excitement, they both create the same thing in our body, and that is adrenaline. But if you can use that same adrenaline to be excited about your future rather than fearful of it, then it's different than just saying affirmations or woo-wee-woo, law of attraction. It's really pretty simple. The way that you can stay in the flow, going downstream rather than fighting, when things don't look like they turned out the way you thought they were going to, I think, is to go with the flow and have fun in the boat, right? Remember, row, row, row your boat? So for me, I'd rather have fun going down this stream. And if that rock doesn't work out right there, I go on the next rock. And I don't even think about it. I'm not going to contemplate on why that rock didn't work out, and then judge myself for it, and then create a whole story about that rock. It's what we do every day, right? We create stories about things. It's funny because I'm noticing it goes back to simple teachings I learned a long time ago, which is that we're making it mean machines, and that we make things mean, and then that's what we live from, not what actually happens. Because what happens is you're just crossing the stream, stepping on rocks. We make it mean this, or we make it mean that, and sometimes I even think in astrology, we're making it mean something. And everyone has a story. So make your story a good one. Make your story a fun one. Like, if I'm gonna go down this river anyway, and I wanna try to be in the flow rather than resisting, I wanna be on a boat that's fun, with people who are fun going with me on the boat. Not people who are stressed, not people who are doubting that the boat's gonna make it. You ever been on a roller coaster ride with someone that's just in such fear that it's not even fun? I mean, I still have fun with that because I kind of laugh at their fear. It kind of sounds mean, but it's not really that. It's just, don't you want to be in a boat when you're going down the stream with people who are really fun? It makes the experience more fun. So I was thinking about the people in my boat, or the people that I want in my boat, and I realized I really need them to have a sense of humor. It's not even like a little, maybe they should. It's prerequisite. It's a must. You know, when I posted the song on my YouTube video, that YouTube video that I posted when I'm driving, and I did the song about could have been so beautiful. That was me using humor. And I was surprised at some comments that were like, you're not gonna manifest with that attitude. Ooh, turn that frown upside down. I'm like, did you watch the video? I am actually enjoying myself more than anything just doing that. But people are still like, well, maybe you should just not get anything in that frequency. I'm like, hey, you're not in my boat. Not my boat. If you don't have a sense of humor, you cannot be in my boat. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how evolved you think you are. The most evolved people that I've ever met have a sense of humor because just look at this. This is a beautiful thing that we get to experience. I mean, some of it sucks. When I fell out of my boat in Costa Rica, I almost drowned. But we get to experience it, so why not have fun with it? And if the job didn't work out, write a funny song about it rather than judging yourself or, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't make someone have a sense of humor either, I realize. Like, I can't say, be funny or think of it with humor. I think I was born with that, thank God. But you have to have it. So last night, I'm in Sedona and I'm at my parents', and I'm probably going to be living here when I move out of LA in a month. And I actually have neighbors. It's an old community, like you have to be over 55, so it's like cocoon to the return, but that's okay. So I'm at my neighbor's house for dinner. I socialize, my parents don't. They used to, but whatever, that's another story. Don't know how I came from them, but and on my way, down there's a little canyon to my neighbor's little trailer home. There's this woman that, like, I feel like I'm in a David Lynch movie a lot of the times. It's super dark and all the stars are just like exquisite. I've never seen so many. And there's no moon because who knows anymore where that thing goes. Every now and just not there. I appreciated that because I wanted to see the stars. So there's all these stars twinkling and twinkling and twinkling. And she stops me. It's dark. She looks kind of creepy. She's got like witch hair, white hair to here. She just stops and she looks at the stars. She looks up kind of like angrily at the stars. And she goes, you see him twinkle? Do you see that one twinkle? See that one twinkle? And I'm like, well, there's a lot of them twinkling, but yeah, okay, that one. And she just shakes her head like this. Goes like this. And then I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be one. I could just tell when it's gonna be a moment. And she says, they're all looking at us. There's nothing we can do. They're watching every move and there's nothing we can do. That's what she said. And then she kept walking. But as she walked away, I said, excuse me, maybe if they're all looking at us, maybe they want to learn from us or be entertained. So if they are watching us, because in her world they are, I said, let's make it the best reality show they've ever seen. Let's make it so entertaining that everybody on their planet comes together, like a Netflix night, and says, oh, I can't wait. Did you see what happens in Rachel's life this week? So she was going to move to Salt Lake City, and now she's not. And then she wrote this funny song because she didn't get the job. And then because she wrote that funny song, the agent sent that funny song to the head of iHeartRadio, and he said, oh my God, she's epic, brilliant, so much personality. We have to find a radio show for her. So the fact that I did that song might lead to another, right? But if it was a show, I'd be fascinated. I'd be like, oh my God, she did that song, and then that's going to lead to something else, but we don't know what. So right now, she's just, her landlords are checking for mold, because I think that's why they kicked me out. But they didn't kick me out. They gave me 60 days, which is legal to do. I checked. If they want to renovate and resell it. So, but I think they did it so quickly that there's probably mold, and maybe that's why I had all those bronchial issues exactly a year ago this week. Chemtrail lung. Good, weird thing to be known for. Could have been mold lung. I'd have to change my name. Couldn't be chemtrail lung anymore. It'd have to be mold lung. Anyway, if you don't get that reference, yeah, well, just put my name in chemtrail lung, and then you'll get it. You weren't along for the journey, and that's probably a blessing. Let's change the background a little bit. It's kind of cool. Trees. I like hiking when there's trees, not when it's barren. And so this is my favorite place to go hiking because there's lots of trees. So that's what I said to her. I said, well, if they're gonna watch us anyway, why don't we make it like the most amazing reality show ever? Like, let's make it entertaining. Let's make it fun. And then she just kind of looked at me. I couldn't see an expression on her face, so I'm not gonna lie, even though it'd be nice to take creative liberty and have a really fun end to that story, but she just kept walking up the hill. But now I'm sharing it with you. She seemed really angry that the stars were watching her. I'd be like, hey, that's just another venue for me. That's just like an audience that can't leave. And there's a billion of them. So I'll be here all night. I'm gonna do some comedy to the stars tonight. Anyway, just thought you'd find that a little interesting. And I have my microphone here, but not Big Red, not that one. But I didn't want to wear the microphone because I wanted you to hear that. So it's almost 12 minutes. What's the lesson? What's the takeaway of this whole thing? The takeaway is about rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. If I had my karaoke mic, you know I'd be singing that. I think the takeaway is this. Whatever you're experiencing in your life right now, you're on that rock, and you thought that rock was the firm one. That was the one that was going to help get you to the other side, and it wasn't. Think about something in your life that you thought was going to happen. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, and then it didn't turn out. And how long did you spend moping or mourning or creating a story about that rock that was just not the one to get you to the other side? So many river metaphors, but I think we're going to end on that one. And also, I'm at a place in my life where one of my friends is like, have another YouTube channel, do a thing with animals, do another channel with this. Yeah, I got Mandela crazy channel, because people are just going to think you're crazy. Well, I am. I'm crazy. Thank God. Because people who aren't, and they're simple, they're boring, and they're in the matrix. And they don't see perspective, and they just go with what the world tells them to do. So, I'm just gonna say this. Maybe I'll create another channel, but I don't feel that. And if I don't feel it and it's not authentic, I can't do it. I'm gonna stick with the channel I have. People also said, have another Facebook page, like have your celebrity page and then have your other page. I said, no, I'm me. I'm me, and it only gets one page on Facebook, one page on Instagram, and one YouTube channel. Although I might do an ASMR one. Just because I think that's funny, and it would be funny for me to do it. Like I would do an ASMR YouTube channel, but do like positive affirmations. Affirmation ASMR. I totally do that and have fun doing it and still not divert from who I am. But I don't want to put myself in any niche. Like, you have to find a niche. Niche. Achoo! Gesundheit. I never really fit into any kind of niche. But I know that if I stick to what I'm curious about and I stick to what I love, which is making videos and having this type of community, worst case scenario, I was true to myself and did other kind of jobs. Like, hey, if I live here this summer, I'm thinking of being a tour guide at the safari park. So there's animals there, and I would be like the Jeep, the girl in the Jeep with the safari hat, and I'd be the tour guide. How cool would that be? And then you get to live here? Come on, that's not a bad life right there. There's this really cool Italian restaurant that I can walk to. It's like maybe you could work there. I love that. See, I love that the options are limitless. Unless you stick into, I've got to make this happen this way. I got to go upstream. I'm not going upstream anymore. Going downstream. And if that rock don't get me to the other side, I'm going to step on one that does. Not step on, that sounds like a bad metaphor. No. We don't want to say step on people to get to the other side, because then, you know what I mean. The thing that gets you to the other side could look like it's that thing, and then when it's not, let it go. Just step on another rock and let that one take you. And this is the last metaphor I'm going to give. I'm going to go. The last metaphor is, my God, please be in a boat with people that are fun. Because if you're in a boat, even a canoe, any kind of boat with people who are just stressing the whole time about when's this going to be done and where are we going next? Is this dangerous? So what are the statistics on people that die in the river? You need to be with people who have a sense of humor. It makes the world more fun. When you laugh with someone, it's the most powerful prayer other than music is laughter. And if people can't laugh and they can't see the humor in even not getting a job, get on another boat. Push them out of the boat and get on another one. Or go swimming. Because you by yourself with a life jacket would be way better than being in a boat with people that don't have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, now I'm going to go to the top of this beautiful, incredible cathedral rock. Do a little meditation. Just listening to nature. And I went to Jerome yesterday. Not Jerome. Jerome is like a ghost town up here. And I'm gonna go there when I do move here. It's a ghost town, and how cool would it be to do speed dating with ghosts in Jerome? So I'll just go up there for a whole day, find an internet connection, and we'll do a round of speed dating with ghosts in a ghost town. Oh yeah, that's... If you can say anything, I'm not gonna be at the end of my life and someone says, you just didn't know who Rachel was. She never spoke her mind. No one's ever gonna say that. That's why I'm never gonna get cancer, because when you don't speak the truth, you don't speak your mind, it manifests into something. You know what I'm saying? All right, look at this. I'm gonna end on this. Oh, it smells like trees. I love it. Just gonna do 60 seconds of just the river so you can experience this with me. Okay, now I gotta cross the river, and I'm gonna look at a rock, and I'm gonna step on that rock. If that rock gets me over, awesome. Even if it doesn't, I'm just gonna step on another one. Not that complicated, guys. We complicate everything so much. It's pretty simple. So, namaste, awake, bisexual. See you later.